What's up, Hippo lovers? Gamer Legion did play an in-house tournament. Everyone of the 6 players played against each other. 3 games played, and that was the Friday before we went to the Red Bull main event. And this is my set against the Viper, and I have Magyars against Britons. We did draft beforehand, and one mistake was done. The Viper deleted his lumber camp here. I'll let you judge how much of a change that is and how much that influenced the game. Viper said it was irrelevant. I think it is a small problem, but he still wanted to continue to play and felt like not a biggie. And yeah, we did the draft. Those were settings of, I think, day 1 draft. And obviously best of 3. Like the normal group stage. I'm opening stable. The Viper did open archer range here at the front. Gold and deer here at the side. Nili versus Viper. What can a poor hippo do against future Red Bull champion Snake? We don't know. We don't know. Right? Obviously got lots and lots of confidence after my set that I just won against Jordan there with my 3-0. And Viper didn't really scout that one till the end. Unfortunate for him. Could have been in way better wall, but well, happens. And well, my scouts are now around, and I think I quickly want to kill the game sound of Age of Empires in the background. It's a bit more lonely, but still. Okay, so we got 1 villager kill, lost 1 scout. Questionable Empire was if you want to do that. I'm now going on to archers. Viper plays 1 archer range defense. We got 1 hit off. Not a great start for me with my scouts. Even took another hit there. Ay. Not a great one. Pretty open gold. Also tough map to wall overall. Left hand side feels really open, right hand side really open. Viper trying to control the game a bit more here for sure. Now goes around with his 1 spearman archers, and I'm going with some aggression through the center, trying to ignore that one. And still know that he has open berries. Expecting him to be there actually. Quite interested to see that he didn't go for that. Now I see his army, find the scout kill, go away, find another spearman and push his berries away. I don't mind this. Also I'm tracking his army here. Not just relatively important that I switch into skirmishes to deal with this army and wall off this area while I'm aggressively attacking here and trying to get the gate up. Don't do the greatest job of that. Have to pull villagers. Not a great reaction by me, surely. Archers rounds. Find another villager at the top. Some attack there. Not a great move for me over and over again. 2 scouts dead. But also, obviously, really hectic game here. Skirm Archer now finding some kills here. The Viper only move commanding. Might find another villager. But yeah, that was really nice for me with the Skirm aggression. And also staying quite active here. Now fighting some more against the villagers, but Scouts so low on HP. So pretty even game. I'm 2 villagers ahead. 1 military ahead, but most likely that Archer will die. I feel like the colors should have been swapped. Well, he wanted yellow, but I said, no, Viper, day 1, you will play red, so I will give you training the best that we can do. And actually took his yellow away from him. Because that's how you should train, right? You should train as close to the settings that you're going to play as possible. And Viper simply played red on day 1. Players could alt G. Yeah. So most players actually play blue and see their opponent as red. That's very common. Is it matter now to get any eco ups on open maps? Not get any eco ups, you mean? Well, you simply benefit from earlier castle age so much that it's a good thing, right? Viper, I think after clicking up to castle age, he should have gotten the eco upgrades. But for now, it's fine, I believe. I'm continuing with some aggression as well. My castle age timing a bit later there. 1 minute behind. But still, quite some nice aggression. And this is way better, right? Look at this army and compare this to the one I had against Tero. Having those 2 archers in there simply threatens the gold villagers so much more. And the archers can still not take a fight. So from my set 2 hours ago against Taro to now against the Viper, I already learned something and included it. Happy about that. I have a question. Why don't you play as well? I didn't qualify, so I couldn't play Red Bull. I wanted to play Red Bull. Thanks for asking though, and reminding me of that. So now splitting off. Skirms should deal with the archers. Archers should chase down the villagers. And Viper was constantly a bit out of position. Now I'm diving deep in here. Also not diving too deep, right? Pretty happy with that one. More archers. Favorite part of that song. My cast edge timing later than Vipers. Yeah, I think it was Skirms also opening with scouts, right? Always delays you. And I think I lost one villager that had some food there around as well. Lots of villagers on gold, but still full control. I've only watched you play during Empire Wars 2. I watched you in Pro Scene. Okay, welcome, welcome. Okay, now I'm trying to buy myself some time, but oh boy. Guys, this was a bit of a heartbreaking moment for me because I felt like I played so well up to this moment and I felt like I was full control, blocking the gold villagers, finding some villager kills, and suddenly it's like Viper with Britons in Castle Age, and I stopped taking any favorable fights. And he's just slaughtering me here. 3 dead villagers already. I'm trying to make something happen with crossbows, but he just does not give you good fights here. That was like heartbreaking for me. I thought like, wow, I played so well, and now I lose to Britons. Felt really bad, man. Rainbow Evil, thank you. Okay, but now more skirms. And am I rushing to ballistics? I now should, right? Still lacking some wood. Ballistics now coming in. Trying to buy more time. Britain's range feels so unfair sometimes. Well, you have to use it as well, right? But yeah, Viper's so good at that, obviously. But he found so many kills. I think I lost like 6 units in a row without him losing a single one now. Yeah. Yeah. Felt the time in the game of Jordan vs. Leary. Yeah. Okay, but now I have ballistics. And now it's way tougher for him to run away. But still, look at that. How he's beautifully slamming my crossbows. I think, honestly, it's like... Now it's the first time I killed a unit. After he killed like 8 or 9. I think I really misplayed that one. What stance do people use on Britain's archers? Depends on what army you're fighting. What you're doing. If there are buildings around or not. I have a full video on like what stances to use on my YouTube. It has to be stand ground or aggressive stance. Yeah, only the 2 make sense. Do you think you would be fast to cast? Otherwise, it doesn't make sense to go Expo versus Expo against Britons. Well, I had archers left and upgraded them to crossbows, right? I didn't do more crossbows. Maybe I could have skipped crossbow upgrade as well. Yeah. Okay, found some more kills here. Viper's KD. It wasn't it like 16 to 13 for me? What's your micro out of 10? Well, compared to world population, 10. Compared to the top 14, probably like a 5? Maybe 4? Yeah, like in the Red Bull perspective, right? Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Knight around here. Skirmish is still annoying. Okay, now forward TC. Quite a ballsy one, but I didn't really know where to build a proper one. He went through with some crossbows. Found some villager kills, I was pretty sure. Yep. And we're continuing being annoying at the front here. I didn't understand that lumber camp at all. I think that was a pretty poor choice by him. 3rd TC there. I think that he just needs a TC there if he wants to go that direction. 4th TC by him even. Holy moly. While we are playing 2 TCs. Do you ever use attack move? Not yet, but I want to. Okay, yeah, he replaces that one. Yeah. Yeah, doubt at 4 micro. So I think something 4 or 5 feels reasonable. Maybe 4. So I should default as aggressive, then switch to ground stance when I need to. Just watch the video. I think makes way more sense to answer your question. 30C for me. I'm 5 villagers behind. He goes for the Scorpion there. I'm now adding a Knight, but obviously a Knight against all those crossbows won't really do too much. .40C and still defending. Yeah, well, he has 9 farmers, so as you know, he can't reproduce out of all 40Cs. Only 2 villagers in the queue right now. So it's not like, don't think, okay, he has 5 TCs, which he does. He's producing out of 5 TCs, right? That's something different. Actually, it's a mistake how many TCs he did. Especially, I think that TC doesn't make a lot of sense. Viper tryharding with repair builds. This is like, as I said, this is full practice for tourney settings. Okay, and now the houses again. Something to learn from Tato, right? I'm really happy how quickly, like, okay, that's not pretty. I'm happy how I improved on the things that Tato told me. Great ground attack by him. Sadly for him, didn't get the kill.
Thank you for the cool stream and your work at RBW5.
Thank you. This comes against crossbows. I'm actually losing this fight as well. Which shouldn't really happen. Do I get the mangonel here? Oh no, not even that. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Now forced TC by me as well. Dorageka, thank you. Did you see that when Viper was casting down and the Doubt Quick Wall made him fall off his chair? I obviously did see that, yeah. I have a monthly recap where I cast or talk about all the highlights that happened in the month. That was clip of the month. So yeah, I saw that. Did any of you guys do well with polls during bootcamp or opinion on polls in general? It was heavily underused. It was still marked as Civilization 2 test. So I think if the bootcamp went like 2-3 days longer, nice. We would have explored them a bit more. How we played it now, we didn't test them a lot. Whew. Do you think your ACM would have been realistic contesters versus Viper? Probably not ACCM, but Yo surely. Why 40 Cs with so few farms? Protect villagers and you can still build more farms, right? Viper gets a castle up. 14 population ahead. I also thought like this castle, that's such a Viper thing, right? He just gets so much control. I can't really contest it now. And I felt, okay, now we're going into the late game. And my mindset honestly was not that great. I honestly think like, okay, this is the Viper in exactly the spot that he wants to be, right? I can't really rate him anymore. After the skirms are dying, the game is not messy. He can run around. And we're simply going into a pretty stable game. And I can't contest this area. Yeah. How do you plan to come back? I don't think I'm behind, right? I think it's a pretty even game. Maybe a slightest of advantages for me. And my plan here is to simply play Skirm into ideally Magia Hassa, right? So 70 farmers, 3 castles. And if I get to that army composition, I'm obviously winning, right? Against Britons. But that's a long way ahead. I think Sicilians are strong in random map now. Well, or does the lack of Dark Age bonus hurt too much? It hurts, but I think they're always worse slept on. 3 more upgrades. I'm eco even, and yeah, I have some more upgrades when it comes to military, but simply because he does not do melee units, so really unimportant. But yeah, 94 against 94 villagers, so pretty happy. Both players still deep in Castle Age. Viper running around here, getting that stone, getting that gold, so his expansions are way better. But my mangonel micro's better, or what, or what, or what? Nice. Okay, happy with that one. And I found so many more kills. Reminds me a bit of the game Viper against Nili in the finals, game 1. Where I'm finding lots and lots of kills before he can upgrade to Arbalest eventually. Okay, now heavily using the market as well. Viper getting some eco upgrades. One of them I already have. Getting the castle up there, which is really nice, right? Trap war here. Oh, yeah, I remember the trap won this one. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah, this is might be one of the best games I've ever played, honestly. Yeah, I did lots of really great moves, and I know that even other games finished, and they saw that I was even or slightly leading against Viper. So they stopped all their games, and everyone was watching at that moment. Yeah. Chat is so slow. Well, they're all biting their nails. And that's why they probably can't type. One of stonewalling with the Syrians could be a strat considering the extra stone they have. That's not such a big difference. Plus, in Empire Wars, they don't have the extra stone. Yeah, yeah. Now, some contests of the relics there. Viper 0, Magia Hassa around, trying to get some control. Finding that one. And I was really surprised how slow he was to imp. His farm transition simply took him quite some time. Now TC number 6. He's still around, and I'm trying to get more outposts up, but am missing all the stone there. And RM to negate their slow start, but yeah, probably not worth it. Well, the slow start is in Dark Age, right? Stonewalls are in Feudal Age. So, tricky to get there. And I felt like this is the important hill. If I lose this hill, I lose the game. So I just doubled down second castle. Let's go. Is it a must to get monks once in a castle, or are there games where relics don't matter? For example, on Gold Rush, relics don't matter. On Golden Hill, relics don't matter. On Lowland, relics don't matter, right? There are lots of maps where gold are, or like relic gold isn't that important. Also, technically in Empire Wars, if we play with time limit, it becomes less of a thing. Is that castle still considered on the hill? Well, remember, a castle has... Oh god, this is so bad. 16 tiles, right? 16 tiles, right? 16 tiles, right? And if the 4 center ones, if one of them is on a hill, then the whole castle is counted as on the hill. Okay, we yoinked that relic out of the center. That monk won't have the greatest field day. Oh. But we're pressuring that castle. More crossbows around, but we are chasing with skirms quite nicely. Now going on to that gold. Even population. He's attacking into some pikemen now as well. Only 2 traps. I think I needed more traps here. Not really getting the resource on the map like I want to. Viper floating quite some wood here. I think we should add like 10 more farms in my opinion. That's just so slow. I always know that he was coming and my walls were just so slow so many times. Not a great move. Why we were pressing that castle on a hill and not the other one. As I said, this... I exactly explained that like a minute ago. This is the most important area of the game, right? I have my monastery here. That's one of my goals. Siege Workshop. TC opens all the ratings. So I knew I had to hold this castle, this hill. And it was the most important thing. Plus I knew I could trap both of his castles from here, right? I didn't need to control this hill. This hole only controls this gold and this gold. This is the hill I need to take care a bit later. Okay, now a repair is really important. 4 traps against 3 traps here. Scum rate. What are my upgrades? I think I was lacking the last armor upgrade for quite some time. Heavy repairs. Still continuing. His castle is falling though. Was pretty happy. Scums can maybe deal with that one at the side. Now I think I took out another trap, indeed, and then got away. That was pretty fortunate for me. Now taking another fight with the skirms. And yeah, I'm sitting at 42 farmers. He's at 37. So not great from either player, but good enough, good enough. Last armor for me, and now I thought, okay, his traps are a bit out of position. I can easily take those, right? Because he now needs to protect the one at the left-hand side here, the trap. And those will be open for raids with my Hussars and Magier Hussars. I had to go for Hussars here. Obviously, Magier Hussar the better unit, but I felt like I didn't have the production. Third castle would have been nice. I think I needed that one way earlier, but yeah, obviously my macro absolutely at the limit here, right? And now he protects the right-hand side one, that's why I can jump on the left-hand side one. Was really happy with how I took control of this game over here. And that double down castle, like, really helped me. Now I can also raid some more here. And now he is lacking mobility. Cast a bit further to the right-hand side. I think this hill could have made sense as well. This area, this hill. But obviously way easier for him to take that one out with his traps. And now it becomes really ugly for him. Really ugly. Because now I have Hussar, Skirmisher, and he's Britons. Won't be an easy thing. I'm still lacking the last armor upgrade. And second farm upgrade. Still no handcart, so not great when it comes to my eco upgrades. I should really focus on that one. Once I'm on the way to Imp, I believe. To not, yeah, miss out on anything. But overall, resources are reasonably low. Pretty proud of that. So I knew that the macro was rolling, winning more and more of the trap fights. He's focusing on the castle. I can repair the castle. Tough for him to repair his traps. Skirms are continuing. I get more done here. Magier Hussars. Okay, raids stopped at the left-hand side. No, I'm sending some more in. One more question. Is there a rule of thumb on when to repair castles and when not? Against 3 traps, you shouldn't really repair, in my opinion. But if you're on a hill, you can repair against 3. But it's just so costly. Against 2, you can easily repair.
Nili energy, Nili winner, grass. Nili love, Nili math.
Alf, hey yo. And getting control over there. Obviously, should never have gotten into that one. And I should be higher in farm numbers there. I think this shouldn't be at 50. This should be like 65. Like a Hera Illyri would be sitting at 65 there. But okay. I can't complain with how I'm playing this one. I'm pop limit. Viper is at 180. I'm still having more control. Relic count is 3 for me, 0 for the Viper. Pretty special as well. I'm getting more Hussar raids in at the back. Some more over here with Magier Hussars. Some more in the center. Now I only want to see something happening at the left-hand side. Not for now. And yeah, he can't really do much, right? Loses 2 of his castles. Still has enough stone for another castle. I don't think I have elite. No. Okay, now I'm getting elite Magier Hussar and convenient army. So elite Magier Hussar, no gold cost anymore. 152 villagers are probably too many. I don't mind that. I think if you go for mass Hussars, I think maybe 140 is better, yeah. But it's not a massive overboom. I think Britons, for example, having 140 hurts more than Magyars having 150. And he's at 113, which is basically the perfect number. Would that mean 10 fewer wilds on gold or more wilds in total? Fewer on wood, I believe. I think I will be floating wood constantly. Right? My army is not that wood intense. I need 46. Dams, thank you. Okay, now even the traps focusing down on the Arbalest. That's something that people never do. In those fights, letting those traps shoot and just have the traps on a number as well. I think makes it so much easier to just constantly retarget. Obviously they don't do splash damage, we are not the Briton player, but simply, yeah, it's still a connection, a kill, right? Pop 160, more raids here, more aggression at the right hand side, and I'm pretty comfortable playing from this spot, obviously. Also know I'm trading off against all his Arbalest. I know I have the relic advantage. I'm even seeing another relic here, so I knew I was looking pretty good. I didn't really realize that that one was dropped, I believe. What's all your gold for? Yeah, I should pull those villages away from gold with my army. I shouldn't really have. I think like having any villages on gold now is not needed. Just keep it for longer. But it's so exposed, you kind of don't want to lose control over that area and go for it later. But I shouldn't have a single villager working on gold in my back, which I do not. Like those villagers could be on farms probably. Getting a 4th relic as well. Now I'm getting pushed back here and I got a bit scared. Right? Still a big name on the other side. Tobias, thank you. Is Britain's Warwolves 4 tiles of damage versus normal traps 1 tile? Not sure if it's 4 tiles, but it certainly does splash damage, yeah. It's not, no, it's 1 tile and then it spreads around. So it's a radius. Okay, castle by him, castle by me. And I still have 4 traps around. And yeah, certainly an overboom, 140 villagers. I think maybe deleting 10 there could be an option. Yeah. Does the deathmatch experience help you macro in production in the late game? Not really, no. No. And now we are going for the big fight. I knew his army was at the left-hand side, but we took that hill. And like my movement of the traps, like right-hand side, left-hand side, now right-hand side again. I'm really happy with that. And yeah, I can just go for that cast. I think I'm even sending another trap from the right-hand side. And now full production. Now what I should do is just send like one Hussar in at the same time because he will try to focus differently. And yeah, that's indeed what I'm doing. Hussar at the right-hand side. And yeah, I have all the military upgrades. He's taking that fight. I will get that castle though. And yeah. One of my bigger victories in my Age of Empires career for sure. GG. Skirm's highest unit number against Arbalest's highest unit number. And I'll lead this one 1-0. Really happy. Feedback to tourney organizers. In case that belongs here and with your new job, you might advise on such thing. Watching Repo 5 video on tablet, slider jump to the very end and I saw Congrats why better have a neutral screen at the last second. Interesting. Interesting stuff to think about. Will be very tricky. But yeah. Interesting. I'll think of it at least for my tournaments, yeah. First time you ever beat Viper in a tryhard non-DM game? No, it actually happened in the Red Bull qualifier, where I beat him in a game as well. Red Bull qualifier training game. So yeah, the first time I beat him was like 6 weeks ago in a tryhard non-deathmatch game. Yeah. Is Megas a good Britain's counter? I wouldn't think so, no. Yeah. Then let's jump into game number 2, I would think. Where we had Acclivity, Viper's Bohemians against my Sicilians. And I'm ready. Is the game loading in the background? Do we have to press enter here? Okay, let's go. So Viper Bohemians, we are Sicilians, and I knew about the strengths of Sicilians, right? Just coming out with all the confidence against Jordan. Knowing that Sicilians are crazy good. This time we do a way better job of getting control of those deer though. How long were the games spaced out? Did you speak during games? No. We speak during sets, but not during games. Britons have great helps? Yeah. I more like to beat Viper and Empire Wars or random map. Why? Empire Wars has, I believe, more variants, so Empire Wars. Yeah. I don't think Megas are bad against Britons, but they don't do anything special to counter them. Yeah, I think so. So Archer opening by the Snake. I go for Archer opening as well. This time I'm a bit earlier as well with my production compared to the Tato game or the Jordan game. So do you feel like you are at their level at the moment, or did you overperform? Or did they underperform? I think I overperformed. Also, it's just a bit of variance, right? Just one best of 3 thinking, okay, now I'm better than the Viper is like, makes 0 sense. Right? I still believe that out of 100 games, it sounds weird. It sounds really weird, but I think I don't win 10 out of 100 games against the Viper. And that in this best of 3 I won 2 is just very fortunate. Why students don't have 300 Stone Empire Wars? Because Empire Wars only works with Dark Age, with Feudal Age bonuses and further. So no Dark Age bonuses, and that's why no one has Dark Age bonuses. Chinese have the normal amount of villagers, Mayans normal amount of villagers, Persians no extra resources, Lithuanians no extra resources. And here I did a really clever thing, and that really shows that's something I would not have done like some month ago, knowing, okay, I'm pressuring the Viper. Something has to be wrong. And I already put an archer here to defend. That archer didn't do anything. But like I knew there was, at least I was thinking properly, right? A skirmish now coming over for the defense. And having that one prepared and not sending them further forward was I was really proud of that move. And I got the kill. I think even the villagers survived, yep. And now he's going for scouts as well. Trying to hold this a bit more. Will be tricky. Spearman coming over. Have to run away. Slight army lead. I think, did I get a villager kill? No. Viper idled a bit apparently. Yeah, it's 20 seconds of idling there. And yeah, I was pretty happy with that one as well. Now continue with some aggression. And remember, Archer v Archer fights are always better for the Sicilian player. It's an in-house tournament. I don't think spoilers are super important. Yeah. I already, like, all the info is already on my Twitter. Colors swapped? No. They're correct. What happened with the training bonus? Aren't them being picked very frequently in Red Bull before? Yeah. They did have the Dark Age bonus, but now they don't have the Dark Age bonus anymore. That's why no one picks them. They did swap. They did indeed swap. Viper maybe after... That's true. You're right. Indeed, I remember that he was angry after game 1 and wanted me to switch colors. Don't tell me I'm not getting that kill. Yeah, slam games after this one. Doubt game after the last one. Oh, it's the last one. Okay, Viper with the defensive tower. Our economy way better. We got 3 deer maybe out of the back. And Viper got 1 deer, I believe. Still pretty annoying. And we are walling the back completely. Interesting how open we are playing at the front. Do you think younger players have an inherent advantage in RTS, or is that not important as in FPS? I think in FPF it's more important, but I think obviously this is a lot about learning and improving and working on yourself, right? Esports or sports in general. And that is simply tougher after the age of 30 than in your teens. Yeah. When was the tournament played? The Friday before Red Bull main event. Did you deliberately choose these colors to get used to them for Red Bull Wololo? Yep. Remember, we're taking less bonus damage, again, of the skirmishers, so we can take this fight. Maybe not the greatest one still. We only have 6 units against his 5. Skirms are still an okay unit. Now walling somewhere at the front. Still not fully walling off, but next aggression, and we knew how tight he was with all his resources. Were you guys allowed to take any of the civilization shields from the tournament? I have all of them, yeah. I gave away like 20 of them, but I have the remaining ones, yeah. And all the double ones as well. So I have like still 50 left. Is the Sicilian bonus damage reduction too strong? Maybe, right? But they have not been dominating tournaments. Maybe this is the first one. And now I feel okay. He has pretty bad wood lines. And the archer range at front, so instant siege workshop, right? Simply know he's not going for too many TCs, so lots of army is going to come. Now sending my army over. And am I building it at the top? Or yeah, okay.
I am a month late on the previous momentous month milestone. Hope RBW5 was a good time.
It was a good time indeed. Okay, botkin, crossbow. I wouldn't mind elite skirmisher, dropping the TC here. Still very open at the front. I think some walls could have been good there.
Rogan?
Instead of being completely... Drongo! Hey yo! And Viper completely in the back there. Where's my army? Running around. I'm trying to find villagers here. Spearmen are running around. Still blocking that wood line. Still controlling that wood line. I've had him full control here. Siege workshop now. Actually opening with the scorpion. I think there should be mangonel or ram. I think mangonel most likely. Or ram. A ram could make lots of sense. I don't like my scorpion choice there. We're not really fighting at that area. And I want to take down buildings. I want to pressure.
Give me your
So not a big fan.
resources.
Conleider Nikt Viel Jeben, Aberdeen Show auf RBW Warhammer.
Thank you, my man. I can't really donate too much, but your show was very good. And no worries. Never ever feel like you have to donate anything. Why no night switch in the situation? Well, 12 farmers against 10 farmers. No one can really afford it, right? The Viper is going for some knights. Our economies are simply based around other units. And now the Scorpion around, and you see, well, one knight will do much, or will do something. But obviously against all the crossbows wouldn't do much. And also wouldn't do much in other things. One Red Paw, thank you for another 5 gifted subs, making it 20 in total on this channel. Trying to get some shots off with the Scorpions, but obviously nice clear up. And yeah, one knight alone can do quite a bit here, as you can see. And I'm losing some control, but I'm at 3 TCs. Viper can only do 1. Even had to buy himself more stone, simply because I had such a nice aggression. I even now go for the farm upgrade. Pretty crazy with Sicilians already. I have both wood upgrades. And Viper now goes for more armor for skirms. But I still feel like I can take the fights. One Wet Paw, thank you again. Going for the conversion. Am I getting it? Oh, he even goes back a bit. Try to sneak around with the crossbows again. Don't tell me he finds a villager kill. That shouldn't happen. Okay, no, he deletes. Okay, game stabilizes, at least for a second. Now next aggression with the Mangonels, and well, I'm going for the aggression again that I had in the Clivity game before. I really like my map here. Pretty open woodlines, that's not too pretty. And he's coming with some army, but I'm coming with some army as well. Didn't really know if I wanted to dive in deep or not. I think with ballistics sitting here would have been better. I think without ballistics diving here makes more sense. Look at how many shots I'm missing. And he's not reacting. Oh man. Are we microing here? Oh yeah, we are. And he's moving in here. And we are microing there. Okay. So like 4 different angles are happening at the same time. So I still find some good kills. Pretty happy about that. And I'm getting some more relic control as well. He's moving around with that army. Finally gets a TC up there. I wish I didn't see the scores table on Twitter. Would have not expected the results. No offense. No, not taken, not taken. No one expected the results. Oh! Pretty massive shot there. Oy, he was waiting for that TC to finish. Holy moly. And now 30 population lead. 2 Mangonels going back. And yeah, to spread them around a bit more. Still lots of aggression. And yeah, I'm really happy with how the Acclivity games went here. Obviously against Shadow, it was a bit rocky. More crossbow kills. And more aggression, right? You finally will be able to deal with that one, so I'd really wait. As a beginner, it's more important to focus on mechanics, APM, or on strategy. You're heavily oversimplifying stuff. Let's say you focus on basics. Keep your TC running. That is a strategy. And also you need some APM for that. Next thing is try to get your resources on the map. Also strategy, also APM reliant. If you have perfect macro, you don't need a lot of strategy. If you have the best strategy, you need less macro. Like trying to focus on one single thing to get better in is like taking the beauty out of the game. Because it is so complex and so much stuff to learn, so much stuff to do. Oh, will they make it home? I don't remember. Looking good for them for now. Falafel, thank you for 5 gifted subs. That Mangonel maybe could have been over here. Oh no, I really let them go. Not too pretty. Now we're getting pushed away there. No production in that siege workshop. Oh yeah, I let them go. Look at all those Mangonels! 6 Mangonels on the field, another one in production again. What am I doing? How about more archery ranges when I have so many? Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Not really very decisive here. And he has chemistry, right? Yeah. Monkey. Oh no. And mangonels are really bad against crossbows now, because we take 2 damage all of a sudden instead of 1. Scorpions only take 1 damage once he has crossbow with chemistry. So if you fight against Bohemian crossbow, rather go scorpions than mangonels, says the guy who has 7 mangonels on the field. 4 TC. Now I go for more skirmishers. Viper still only 2 TC. I'm a solid 30 villages ahead, but heavily behind the military. Yeah, he shouldn't really allow me anything here. That's why you see me adding scorpions now. Also, why am I out of position there? I don't need to take that fight. Relatively even population, but I'm scaling so much better here. Oh, yo, 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 yo. He just needed some more knights, right? If he has like 2 knights, he completely clears me up. But he's only sitting at 14 farmers. Oh god, this is such a risky castle. If I don't get the mangonel kill here, I think the castle might not go up. And obviously if I'm not Sicilians. But again, another good shot. Skirms around, villagers there.
Really
Oh, is this castle going up? Skirms around. Oh, Sicilians are so broken in that regard. Look at how Viper's even focusing on the villagers. I'm right-clicking them. It gets up, and yeah. He cancels his castle. I'm buying myself up to Imperial Age. Yeah. Squidge, thank you. Sicilians are doubt-proof? Yeah, actually it might be his best civilization then, right? Yeah, look at that. I'm on the way to Imp. Viper has 10 food. Really nice for me. Yeah, might be Doubt's best civilization. I'd never thought of it that way. Why didn't you get ballistics? Probably a mistake. Yeah. I think that I could have easily skipped like 2-3 mangonels. First Crusade is OP? I don't think so. If you ever ask yourself, is something OP? Ask yourself if it was OP. Why wouldn't we see it every single game? And do we see First Crusade every single Sicilian game? No. So, well, do you think you are smarter than all the pros? I do. But most of the time I'm wrong. Nili Fields, man. Okay, Viper now tries to go for the counterattack, but obviously my economy looks pretty good. Viper, typical Viper castle, completely outside of the map. We're going for some more raids, still blocking one of the golds. Some more aggression through the center. And yeah, that castle, it's just crazy, right? He comes in with an army, a mangonel, and after I see it, I simply rush out this castle and it looks so good for the defense. Just incredibly how fast he built them with Sicilians. And I take so little damage as well. And yeah, Viper just realizes, okay, this is not looking too good for me. And I think he even asked me, are you up to Imp? And I said yes. And then he resigned. Because I played so defensively now, he knew what was up. He would have lost all his base. And I can just continue to go Skirm Arbalest. And he doesn't really have a proper answer. GG, Nili leading 2-0 here, pretty happy. And now, actually, something is happening that will happen again in the series that we are doing here. And that happened so many times. It happened after I beat Lux. I was so happy that I didn't have 100% focus against Vivi. It happened in my set after I won against Danny. I was so happy. My game 1 was a complete throw against Balz. And it happened in so many tournaments. And here it happened again. Like, I was complete, like, I just 3-0'd Jordan. Now I'm leading 2-0 against Viper. And I was not focused going into game number 3. Obviously, don't get me wrong, right? I think I lose this one 90% of the time. But I was not happy how I approached it as well. Are you saying you shouldn't win games anymore? No, I'm saying I should, after winning a big game, completely reset my mindset. And get motivated for another big set after that one again. Really, with playing like this, you sure qualified in Red Bull 5? I don't think so, no. Don't think like 2 sets will say how I completely played in other games. I got another game against Viper warm-up and I couldn't even give him a proper warm-up game. Because I was just so much worse than him. Is Red Bull once a year? This is the 5th Red Bull tournament that's happened within 16 months? 17 months? Yeah. It is 3 games played. Yeah, simply better practice. I also think you did well in Empire Wars 2. Do you think team games allow you to have an easier mental adjustment? No. Nili would have been Red Bull champ, we all know it. Do we? Do we? So this one, I obviously like was 0% sad simply because I felt like I performed so well before already. So Viper double archery range play. Is this a triple archery range play that he then later on played in the tournament against Tugao? I think so, right? Nili will try to qualify for KOTD. Let's see. I enjoyed Red Bull 5 a lot. Such an amazing event. Was fun seeing you all enjoy it there. Yeah. We all had lots of fun. Good job by Viper here. That's, by the way, a lumber camp. That should never be a thing, right? Look at the base. And he somehow has a lumber camp there. That's just so weird. Poof. Second archer range by me. I think a market before the second archer range would have been a better play. But okay. Viper, second mining camp now. Yeah, market is way too late here. Not really happy with that. Are we going for some aggression? Third archer range here for the Viper. Duke Bridge, thank you. Rebel 5 is probably my favorite tournament so far, except being an ECL in person. Really? Christ and NAC. So aftermap the weird, so weird why it's considered even for Red Bull. Complete different mechanics to all the maps. I'm not a big fan of it. I voted against it. But players, like I even got changes after my feedback twice. And I still think it could have, it's really bad. But apparently players didn't complain enough. And now something that, like, I only learned here, like, how important it is to also, like, I didn't contest any of the trade posts now, and Viper got so many raids in. Whew. What's bad about this map? The luck factor. You probably didn't watch the tournament then, because, like, multiple games we had, like, both players running with their scout to the trade post, or trade workshop, and whoever gets there first has a villager lead, right? And then you send a spearman to the other side. The spearman gets here fast as well. Then it's 2 trade workshops against none, although you did nothing wrong or nothing better than the opponent. And it's just completely based on luck. That's not how Age of Empires should be, in my opinion. Yeah, and I think those archers just completely killed me. I also, didn't I? Okay, well, he finds some kills here. I got really sloppy. Yeah. I really like the map in viewer's perspective. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah. Lithuanians on this map in training? Just for what? No, you would never use Lithuanians. They're just simply super bad in Empire Wars. Yeah. Okay, so I defended this one. I'm behind by 5 villagers and I'm controlling 0 of the trade posts. So yeah, so Viper did just so much better. I will have a 1-minute castle age advantage, but simply didn't get the craziest moves in there. Phew. Oh no, and now I'm losing everything shortly before Castle Age. This is so bad. Ay, 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 ay. Phew. Was there Civ Draft for these sets? Obviously. I think this is day 1 Civ Draft. Or maybe it's later. With Hans? I think it might be day 2 Civ Draft. Also, you could make this map fair, just having the starting scout for each. No, no, no. That's not how the spawn should work. I think what you should have done, just put 2 trade posts next to each other. One here, one there. One here, one there. And just half the effect. Then if both are running to the same direction, you still get 1. Guaranteed. And it's no problem, right? You can just patrol between the 2 of them. And yeah, Viper was just so active here with his archers over and over again. Actually, I'm only 3 villages behind. And now controlling 2 trade posts, so really not that bad. He found so many villager kills over and over again. Triple archery range. I think I could have gone double stable as well. With the low army amount we had, I think double stable might have been the better play. Yeah. Should the trade posts be visible to both players in the start? They are. Okay, I have both trade posts. And I think this crossbow is now trying to find a wood line, but didn't find it. Ballistics for the Viper as well. We always played all games, yes. University now by me as well, after seeing that he tries to fight for some fights. So we are ahead in economy, technically. No, 1-1 is even. But we were ahead in military numbers, slightly. 7 on stone now. I think there should have been a mining camp as well. Oh god, those 3 crossbows. He's just so good at those things. Now I'm running away from him. Tricky, and he already has the CA there, so one knight won't really get too much done. If he doesn't have the CA there, or if he has a different waypoint, it's just so much better. And I might have a chance blocking his gold a bit. And did I ever try to go for that woodland at the top? No, not yet. Okay, finally I'm building the mining camp there. 39 villagers against 48. Viper in full control. I'm trying to contest this one. I think I should have given up this area and just go attack. And now obviously he's intercepting, and now he gets all to the CA. I think big mistake that he did bloodlines so late. I think he should have had bloodlines before moving in here. But obviously doesn't matter. And I resigned this one with a lot of pride still. The crossbows didn't do too much. And what was my major mistake? I think I didn't deal well with all his crossbow raids. Like his archer raids did way too much. I simply patrolled in and he found way too many villager kills over and over again. And losing all my archers here before reaching Castle Age was a big, big problem. If I just move back, sit here, and then get the crossbows with my 1 minute better timing, I block this gold, I block both wood lines. He needs to go to the left where there is no wood. Right? And I might win the game. Yeah. I think this might have been the key thing in this game. Whew. Still GG's. Pretty happy.